I think the training really came on the job. And to me, I was fortunate that I was given responsibility very early in my life to run a business. So my family had acquired a small business of cutting tools. And the day we acquired it, my father just handed me the charge of that business. Since it was a 100% owned family company, I could have that privilege. So when I was just mere 22 and out of school, I was given this responsibility.
So how does it, how do you learn about something like that when you start up? And I don't know if you know the tools business at that time, but how do you even grasp something like that?
So I think that's where I was fortunate first to get it at a young age. So at the young age, you have a lot of energy, you have a lot of enthusiasm, you have also the desire to work very hard, which is what I had, and desire to succeed. But the way to learn it, and I think that's as relevant then as it was today in my career, because I see new businesses even today which I don't know about, is first I think you need to have the basic humility to know that you don't know that business well, and there are many other people who are working with you who know much more. So the ability, the humility to first realize that, and then to listen to the people who know much more about it, and then take the decision. So I think this is what I learned on the job, is first to listen to others, but then to have the courage to take those decisions which you felt were right. I think to me, it's very important that people start decision making early in their careers. I find that the way many people, and I've seen this across many organizations, they don't take decisions till they are beyond 30. That doesn't help. So if somebody was really young and showed a lot of enthusiasm and went to senior people, I think they would be happy to mentor. That's what I first think. So you should try and look for a mentor, but not always may you be successful. Therefore, why don't one looks around for what are the success stories, how people have succeeded. And when I say about decision making, I also appreciate that not everybody can make large decisions, but you can start making even smaller decisions. Wherever there's a choice, make a decision fast. Take the risk of, I think what one must, why I'm emphasizing on decision making so much is that you must take the risk of the consequences, whether you're successful or not. And the more you can accept that, I think that makes a difference.
What aspect of finance and other things come into play when you're looking at a company even today? What are some of the criteria that you try to use to make sure that you keep it in mind even from the beginning stages of looking at someone?
So when I look at things, I believe that you need to simplify the financials as well. One of the issues that I have a big issue with all business school graduates and MBAs. I think they make the calculations so complex about DCF, about IRR, about cost of capital, and so on and so forth, that at the end of the day, you're more involved in just trying to understand and trying to get the model right than to, and so you miss the essence. I say this often, I don't know anybody, or at least I know this, I can't do it. I can't predict what's going to happen 10 years down the line. So when you make these models of 10 year, we are going to take X growth rate and then come up, okay, now I'm getting the net present value today. I think that is really trying to fool yourself. And I have been a student myself, and I also seen how you can change if you want to see it is a project is viable or investment is viable. There are only 2 or 3 things you need to do. Either you change the terminal rate of growth, or you probably change the cost of capital, and then you can make anything look viable or not viable. So I think these are tools and we should keep them as tools, but they're not the decision. The decision has to be made by intrinsically, do you think that the business can really return your money, what you have invested today, in a specified period of time? So I look at it in a very, very simplistic way, that I'm putting in 100 rupees today, when will I get that back? And without making too many assumptions, and nobody can predict as much in the future. If somebody would have told me that oil will be $120, would you have believed it? No. Why does the market go up by 5% one day and goes down by 15% in the 3-4 months? There's no logic.